let's go through how to dominate and win MMR with Slark in 7.38c. Whether you're new to the hero or you're just looking to refine your skills, this guide will help you out. We'll go through a difficult game for Slark from a lane counter in the form of a Slardar to a teamfight counter in the form of a Doom and a Viper. To start out with, you'd ideally want a couple of branches, some sustain, and a build up to either a magic wand or an orb of corrosion. Either one is fine. I personally prefer getting the Orb of Frost, as you can always purchase a magic stick when your team picks up 2 bounty runes. Now, despite the fact that Slark trades well, you don't have a lot of HP, and there are going to be lanes in which you really struggle, such as the one I'm in. There's absolutely nothing I can do versus a Slardar, considering I have a position 5 Pudge, which, to be honest, doesn't really help me at all. But the goal here is to get my 6 as fast as possible and get as many last hits as possible so that I can recover later in the game. It seems like the Slardar wants to be going in on towards that Slark. Even diving inside of the tier 1 tower, Tultrus is taking so much damage right now. Will he be able to make it out of this? Managing to get the level 6 just in time, and will be able to turn it around onto the Ogre Magi. That's 2 heroes dead. Thanks to his innate and ultimate, Slark's ability to pop in and out of teamfights is his strongest mechanic. If the enemy team isn't able to keep track of Slark, they're going to lose the fight. Don't be afraid to momentarily break from fights to catch your breath and recover your HP. Initiation on towards the Zeus, but the backup from the Radiant side is coming in. The Slark has bounced on towards that Slardar, and with the Thunder God's Wrath coming in, the Dire side are falling incredibly low. The TPs are coming in, but they've just lost Kenny, and now Tultrus is going to go back in on for a double kill against the Viper. Meanwhile, over on that backline, the Doom's just been used on the Zeus. That's going to allow the Slark to come back into the team fight. 3 heroes down now, the time zone to pop as well, and with the Vengeful Spirit falling, it seems like we're probably going to see a full team wipe 12 minutes in. For the first major item, there are a few options, but usually it boils down to 3 of them, either the Echo Saber, Diffusal Blade, or a Mage Slayer. I personally prefer the Diffusal Blade since the slow enables Slark to come online and be ready for pickoffs as quickly as a 10-minute mark, or if you had a bad lane like the one I just had, then you can be ready by around a 30-minute mark. Now, there is a warning. Do not get an Echo Saber or Mage Slayer after a Diffusal Blade. Slark really needs a major power spike from his second item, and if you build the Echo Saber or Mage Slayer, you risk falling behind as a Slark, which is, just not a good position to be in. Slardar got out. Slark and OD are moving in the time zone to drop down as well, and with this, Slardar has nowhere to go. He's going to end up falling, and the Dire are in a really difficult position. Nice hook bringing the Viper in, and with the Doom not being ready right now, it seems like the Dire are going to lose 3 and possibly a 4. As a Slark, sometimes you need to wait for the right opportunity to bounce in. Wait and think about what you want to do until you fully commit. If you time it right, you can win big even if you end up dying. Radiant side, looking for a way, need to be careful. Oh no, the OD just got swapped, and the Doom on towards the Slark over here. Radiant completely falling apart, have to disengage as the OD is being chased down. Of course, the Doom timer is ticking out, and with this, Tultrus is going to go back in on towards the Slardar. Will probably be able to finish him off as the Faceless Void is here to help. Can Radiant get anything more from this? We'll find the Doom 2, turning this into a 3v3, and now the Slark is going to go for a man fight against the Vengeful Spirit. Will be able to take the Venji down, but will lose his life. What you're about to witness is Slark at his prime. If you're able to master the art of the juke and recognize when to pop in and out of teamfights to pick stray heroes off, you're going to come close, or very close, to mastering this hero. Another teamfight. Slark on towards near the Tormentor, having to activate his Shadow Dance because of the threat of that Doom, but now the Doom's just been used, and meanwhile over on the other side, the OD engaging upon the Viper with the help of Tultrus will be able to take the Viper down. However, it is a 3v4. And the Slark is in trouble here, trying to juke it out in those trees. Will find the bounce out, but the Dire team, they are on the chase. Of course, he has the Shadow Dance available in just about a few seconds. And now just going to patiently wait over here. Probably going to go back in on towards the Vengeful Spirit. drawing the attention of the Dire team, but he again has that ultimate, will be able to stack up on those essence shift stacks and just draw the Dire team out. Kenny trying to go for that chase, but it's very difficult to catch a Slark with just 2 heroes. Meanwhile, over on the other side, this is going to turn into a 2v4 with the Pudge falling down. But now Doltrus, he sees his spray. He's going to go back in on towards that Doom, knowing that the Doom doesn't have that ultimate. Stuck in between 4 heroes, he'll be able to get that kill. And now needs a way out. Does have his Shadow Dance available again. Being able to take that Doom out. Will he be able to make it out? Another swap. Bringing the Slark back in. The 4-star from the Zeus. He's falling so incredibly low, but the OD is here with the Astral Imprisonment, keeping the Slark alive just for a little while longer. Having sacrificed his life, Doltrus is on the move yet once again. The Dire team still trying to chase him. This may come back to haunt them as Jackal is here with that time zone. Faceless Void. Now the target of all of those Dire heroes. Slardar not being able to find the stun. And now Doltrus is going to turn around and fight against the Slardar. Will probably be able to take him down, as well as the Ogre Magi, who fell from that Faceless Void. And now this fight is looking like it's going to be over. Doltrus going to go man-to-man against the Viper with 20 essence shift stacks. And it doesn't seem like the Viper will be able to fight back. As you saw, I was able to pop in and out of the fight, turning a 3v4 into a full team wipe just by catching my breath, regaining my HP, and constantly going back in to slowly chip away at my opponents until I had so many essence shift stacks that they just couldn't fight back. Map awareness is going to be key, and Slark is extremely adept at tanking ganks, simply because activating your ultimate preemptively gives you an advantage. It gathers information so that your team can be prepared for the fight, placing your opponents at the back foot and disabling their ability to fight back. Smoked up now on the Dire side, but their smoke is going to be revealed by the Slark over here. Doom blink inside is not going to find anything. Slark activating the Shadow Dance before he can get doomed up, and a time zone perfect position, and this means the Dire just can't stand up anymore. The OD taking so much damage, but Doltrus stacking up on those essence shift stacks will be able to find the bounce on towards that Slardar, and suddenly Doltrus holding the Shadow Dance just for now. A 3v4, but the fight has completely collapsed for the Dire side. They have simply no hope. Doltrus going to go back in to take down the Viper and essentially take down that Ogre Magi for a full team wipe.
Goodness.
Once you have about 2 or 3 items past the 30-minute mark, you can confidently go for those pickoffs, provided you have the necessary information to get some easy kills. Of course, if you guys are enjoying this content, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Perhaps come join me on stream. I do stream on Twitch as well, and follow me on my Twitter. In the late game, if you are farmed up, it becomes nearly impossible to stop a Slark. Even if you have counters, you may throw everything on the Slark, but it may not even matter. The fact that Slark has such high DPS with several spells that help him survive means that from the Slark's perspective, most of the enemy team are just helpless prey. I hope you guys enjoyed the format for that video. I do plan on creating more content for you guys, and of course streaming on my Twitch as well. If you guys would like to see more content, of course, then hit that subscribe button, follow me on my Twitter, and of course come join in for the Twitch streams. It's very wholesome, it's very interactive based, so I hope to see some of you there. And of course, if you have any suggestions, I would also love to hear them in the comment section down below.